let me make sure I have this straight. We use boosters to infuse spirit fossils with mana, and then a spyrite is born. Because unlike Spyrix devices, spyrites can use arts without harming spirits.
Did you actually take notes while Balin was talking?
Yes, but there are still things I don't understand.
If there are things you actually do understand, then you're way ahead of me. I bet Teepo'd say, "Hey, you need to study, Leia!"
Ah, but after that he'd probably say, "I don't understand any of this either."
Probably. Hey, no Teepo impersonations! Ah, he heard us! You're both being rude.
Elise, do you understand spyrite theory?
Of course I do.
We sure are good. Don't you feel like we've mastered combat at this point?
I must say, I had no idea that the human body was capable of so much.
Yeah! At this rate, I could probably hold my own against my mom in a fistfight.
Yeah, but if she had her staff...
Oh, I'd be dead within seconds.
Surely that's an exaggeration.
Is your mom really that strong? I wouldn't say strong so much as invincible.
She could probably take down 10 average fighters in a single second.
This reminds me of the rumor about a demon who walks the earth in Laurent. They say about 10 years ago, the demon wiped out a group of bandits that was giving even the army trouble.
Yeah, that was my mom. The bandits gave her some lip one day while she was out shopping. Wow! Your mom's amazing!
No kidding. I guess we still have a long way to go.
Human potential runs so deep.
It's so big!
Well, I must say,
What is it?
this bear is fair.
Nice.
I don't think we have time for any jokes.
Right!
Ugh, this sucks.
I'm healed as well. Right! Cloud here! Death now!
I'm ready! Wake up!
Steel! Right! Go!
Okay!
Stop! Onward! I'm healed.
Extra elements! Go, Chico! Check me up, bro. Sharing is caring.
Hang in there.
Go!
Okay!
Right!
Healer!
I'm healed.
Okay.
Whirling attack!
What?
Go!
Wake up!
Stop! Onward! Spirit focus!
Extra elements! Get him!
I'm here. Fall! Strike! Sigil spear!
Hang in there.
Go!
Okay!
Strike!
I'll help!
Dragon shot!
You're
Farewell! Sunforce! Hit!
First aid! Nurse! Right on point! Get him!
Onward! Go! Spirit!
Extra elements! Get him! Okay, too!
That was really close.
He said he found us sprawled at the foot of this hill.
Let's look for a path down.
What's that?
We must have fallen from there to the bottom of the cliff.
Isn't the rift a little small?
My guess is it's about to collapse. Jumping back through would be a leap of faith.
Count me out! It looks too dangerous! Let's head back to town and figure out another way.
Hey, everyone. If you plan on returning to Riza Maxia, then I think it's time we parted ways.
What? What makes you say that all of a sudden?
I know that we pulled off a successful Spyrite tethering together, and we found out some great news. But I'm afraid the only way to stop Gaius at this point is to fight him. I don't want the way you feel now to get in the way of your true feelings.
I agree. If we can't be honest with ourselves about why we're fighting, then there's no point in fighting in the first place.
In other words, you want us to make our own decision.
It'll be a difficult ride ahead. I guess it only makes sense.
Mind if I have some more time to think? At least until you're all ready to leave?
Sure, of course.
Don't let your current emotions get in the way. I'm almost acting human.
Mila?
Sorry, it's nothing.
Wait, isn't this...
There's no way replacing everything Spyrix with Spyrites is gonna be easy as it sounds. In terms of raw numbers, just think of how many Spyrites we'll need.
It's true. The Spyrites need to be researched, created, distributed. It won't happen overnight.
There is much that needs to be done. But if we can't buy more time, the spirits will go extinct.
I will buy us time. Maxwell said it himself. If we remove the schism, the mana that it contains could sustain Olympius for a considerable amount of time.
And that's what you intend to do?
Yes, it is.
It's a long road ahead for all of us.
But the more pressing problem is Gaius. If we can't stop him, it'll be too late for Olympius.
Yeah.
Woohoo! That's gotta be some sort of free-fall world record, right? Get him!
Right! Die! Whirl Cry wins! Onward! Start war!
People roar! Extra element!
Whirling assault!
Get him!
You picked the wrong fight.
It sure is dark in here. Everyone, watch your step. Watch out, everyone! It looks way tougher than the others.
Of course it is. You wouldn't find it around here otherwise.
Nothing ever seems to faze her.
She's not the only one.
You're quite calm and composed yourself, Alvin.
Fair enough.
All beginning must end. Let it be. By my hand. Elemental mastery!
Okay!
Roller dance, here!
Nice! Let's done!
Whirling assault.
I'm here! Get him!
Dragon!
Go.
Okay!
Focus!
Ready!
Now!
Nice! Start!
It's over.
I'm ready! Extra element! Go, Tipo! Sharing is caring! Okay!
Dragon!
I'm ready! Start!
One!
Cloud pierce. Cloud pierce.
Okay! Start!
Whirling assault. Onward.
Extra element!
Okay.
Start. Whirling assault. I'm sigil spear.
Start!
Whirling assault. It's over. Spirit. Extra elements. I appreciate the support.
You can count on us! Anytime!
Gotta find a way to push the Otherworld reactor plan forward.
Were you involved in the plan's creation?
And who might you all be?
Oh, we're from Riza, Max.
I'm a relative of Gilland Yulsevent. I was hoping you could educate this group about the Otherworld reactor plan.
You're with Gilland. Oh, I apologize for my rudeness. I work at the Department of Otherworld Affairs.
Figured it'd go smoother this way.
I presume your department deals with issues related to Riza Maxia?
Correct. As you're no doubt aware, we Olympians have passed down legends of another world since antiquity.
Every kid knows the story of the spirit Maxwell and the utopia he created for his followers, Riza Maxia. But from around the time I was born, scholars and politicians started taking that story seriously.
Correct. That was because we detected an unusual distortion in space. Our research suggested that vast amounts of energy could be circulating beyond the distortion. That discovery led to the creation of the Department of Otherworld Affairs' predecessor, the Next Gen Energy Bureau. They developed equipment to widen the distortion and study what was on the other side. Things were going well at first.
Then the equipment went haywire, and a passenger ship near the experimental site, the ESS Anithra, disappeared without a trace.
The incident 20 years ago.
Everyone thought the experiment had failed, but it hadn't. Several years later, we received a transmission straight from Gilland. He told us that he and the Zenithra had been sucked into the otherworld, and that he had since created a device that could punch a hole through the spatial distortion.
And that he found a solution to Olympias's energy problems to boot.
That's right. His plan was to use the energy circulating throughout this other world as a reactor.
So what will happen to the people on that world?
Are you with the anti-governmentalists? Right now, the opposition party is using the issue of otherworld people's rights as a shield to try and block the otherworld reactor plan. Yet they have no alternative solution for our energy problem. Olympias has long since passed the point where we can solve our problems with idealistic jargon.
So you supported the Otherworld reactor plan, fully aware of the consequences.
You're damn right I did, and I continue to support it wholeheartedly.
Forget it, Mila. There's no point in trying to change his mind.
I know. My duty remains unchanged. Do everything I can to stop the plan from succeeding.
What are you doing, Alvin?
Figured I'd stay away, since everyone's so sick of me.
Maybe because you're a big fat liar.
Yeah, that's just who I am, all right. And what about you, Elise? Wondering what to do?
Yeah. I just don't know what the right choice is.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. I don't know much about being a kid. Never really had a childhood.
So were you a member of Exodus ever since you were just a little boy?
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was okay to trick people. When things would go bad, I'd just disappear. I'd take the path of least resistance. I pretty much just did whatever didn't hurt me, that's all.
Then, does that mean you won't be going with Mila and Jude?
You know what? That kid forces me to wake up and smell reality. They're all just so mature, the way they hide their real feelings about me.
Oh, now I get it. You're lonely, aren't you, Alvin?
I've never been much for expressing my feelings, I suppose. But even if they do hate me, I have to stick it out. I'm not leaving this time.
So does that mean that you really want to be their friend again?
I've learned that building real trust with people takes a lot more work than you think.
grown-up sounds like an awful lot of pain.
It seems like the older you get, the tougher it is to share your feelings with others. Anyway, no one will want to be friends with me until I can make the first move. It's hard, but it sure beats being alone.
I wonder what I'm supposed to do now. What do I have to do to become happy?
Well, it's different for everyone. You just have to find what works for you. I'm sure you know what you want by now.
I guess so. It hasn't been easy, but I've learned a lot traveling with everybody. I know that. I definitely don't want to stop, that's for sure. I want to keep on learning more, and I want to make some new friends.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
Some help you are.
I told you, I'm the wrong guy to ask about this stuff. Sorry about that, kid. Huh?
That's a thank you. I just wanted you to know that from now on, I'm gonna be your friend, okay?
How come the kids are the wisest people in this group?
Trouble sleeping, young miss?
Yeah, I still haven't made up my mind. What about you?
I've reached a decision. I have decided to go with them.
I see. I wonder if I'm the only one who's still on the fence.
You're not alone.
Huh?
When Lord Klein passed away, I inherited the keys to the kingdom along with many doubts.
But eventually you figured out what to do, right? I used to think that everything works out if you do your best, but I've been proven wrong every time.
Does Agria still haunt you?
I keep thinking there might have been something else I could have done for her.
I know that feeling well.
Oh, you mean with King Noctigal?
Am I that easy to read? Let me tell you, life does not become any simpler the older you get. But I must say, I am a bit surprised by you.
In what way?
I was under the impression that Jude was the one who occupied your every waking thought.
Come on now, don't be silly. Is it obvious?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
You know, I once thought that if I became a nurse, that I might find happiness. After all, when Jude's happy, I'm happy. Simple enough, right? But now, I'm starting to get the feeling that Jude just might be better off without me. I mean, I don't want to get in his way again, you know?
Leah, would you like to know what my reasons are and why I've decided to go along with Jude and Mila?
Are you willing to tell me?
I would like to be there to walk with them in the future that they wish to create.
That sounds like you.
But that's not all.
Huh?
I plan to take the lead and pull the two of them along behind me. That is my true desire.
And I? What do I really want?
I think you already know your answer, miss.
What I really want is to see Jude's smiling face again. I suppose that's it. That's a good reason, isn't it?
Hey. Don't you want to sit?
You've changed.
Not really. To be honest, I'm so scared I can't even sleep.
I told you before, if we can just dispel the schism, I'll handle everything from there. There's no reason for you to be afraid.
Mila! If the schism disappears, so will the temporal crossroads, right?
Yes. The destruction of the schism means the death of Maxwell. The temporal crossroads were born from Maxwell and that unique spirit climb, so they will vanish too.
Why? Why didn't I realize what's happened to you? I know. You never told me because you wanted me to find my own answer first. Isn't that right? Mila?
It was just easier for me that way.
Huh?
The entity known as Maxwell is essential for the spirits. So they will need a new Maxwell.
Then we won't be able to stay together anymore?
The sadness of parting is a human emotion. Such emotions no longer apply to me.
And there's no other way, is there?
Maxwell created me, so perhaps he could restore my human body. Jude, is that what you really want? Let's create a new future for all the spirits and people in the world. And let's create it together.
Together. Gaius!
Just relax. I've come here to tell you something, and that's all.
Well? What then?
We are ready to commence our operation, to wipe out every Spyrix in Olympias.
So your attack from before was just to check whether Spyrites were usable?
Exactly.
You came here to tell us that?
No. Listen. You have a dream for the future of the world that is vastly different from mine. So,
Take it easy.
this is a piece of Muse's power.
The power to slice through space? What of it?
Here, I give you a chance to return to Riza Maxia quietly if you choose to.
You'd still offer us a chance to end things peacefully.
Gaius, you know full well that we can't walk the same path. Not anymore.
If you wish to make your dream a reality, then come and face me. I won't run, and I won't hide.
Wait. What about Muse?
She is very torn. She has incredible power, yet she knows not how to use it. In hindsight, I was cruel to force such a weak person to become strong so suddenly.
He wants to save her too, doesn't he?
Hey. I know I might just be fighting for selfish reasons now, but I know that I have to go face Gaius. I need to get a grip on these fragile feelings. Otherwise, I won't become the adult I want to be. So, Mila, if I ever stray from my path, promise me that you'll be there to remind me who I really am.
I will.
Sleep well?
Yes.
That might have been the best sleep I've had in my entire life. I was dead to the world.
I decided I'm coming with you. I won't bore you with my reasons, though.
Thanks, Leia. Let's do our best.
Yep. I'm coming too. And me 3.
I shall accompany you as well.
Wouldn't do for the only Olympian here to sit this one out.
So you've made up your minds.
Then there's something we need to tell you. Check this out.
Nifty knife.
Gaius brought this to us last night. He called it a piece of Muse's power.
Does that mean we could use it to tear open the breach?
Looks like it.
Gaius truly is inscrutable.
He's mocking us.
I don't think so. We might be fighting against one another, but he's a good guy.
Nice to see her actually talking to me.
Well...
I appreciate it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's a bummer there's nobody here to send off the heroes!
That shouldn't be a problem.
We'll just have to accept that we're unsung heroes.
Who needs an adoring crowd? Let's have a pre-battle cheer.
If you insist.
Couldn't hurt.
Make sure to put some feeling into it.
Indeed.
Here goes nothing. Everyone, let's finish what we started.
Muse seems to have fallen completely under Gaius's control.
I'd say it's more that Muse has finally found someone she can rely on. She had been yearning for someone to guide her.
That girl has some big-time dependency issues.
She's like my own dark shadow. I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
Whatever the nature of their relationship, Muse's ability to manipulate dimensional space is now in Gaius's hands. That is no trivial matter.
Agreed. Even the great spirits are no match for a blade that can sever dimensional barriers.
That doesn't sound promising. Should we turn tail and run away?
Yes, let's do that. Do you really think I would say such a thing?
Of
No
course
way.
not.
You know me well.
Oh, yeah! Snag something good!
Is it really okay to steal like that?
Of course it is! We won that battle fair and square!
Yikes. So might makes right, huh?
Does that mean if we lose, the enemy might take something of ours?
Yep. If we were to lose, the enemies could have Tipo. What? You can't take Tipo without my permission! We'll let them have your hairband! Hey, that's off limits! I had to save up my allowance for weeks to buy this. It's my #1 favorite.
But I'm everyone's #1 favorite!
Fine, fine. If we lose, we'll just have to sacrifice Alvin's coat.
The hell you will. I love this thing.
Have you heard the news? The Sven family finally settled on a new patriarch.
Took them long enough. Didn't the old patriarch die in that Zenithra accident 20 years ago?
Along with his wife, son, and younger brother. Talk about a tragedy.
Hey, the real tragedy was the heirs fighting for his title. That sure wasn't pretty. That only lasted what, close to 2 decades?
Nothing like a family feud to brighten up a day.
Tell me about it. You wouldn't want to be anywhere near when me and my daughter-in-law fight.
Definitely wouldn't want to see that.
Sven? Hey, Alvin?
Yep. That's my family. They're pretty famous here in Olympias.
And where does Gillen fall?
He was my dad's little brother, and the head of one of the lesser Sven lines. He always resented my family for having the stronger position in the line of succession. But then my dad died in the accident that left us stranded on Riza Maxia, leaving a young me and my helpless mother to fend for ourselves.
And Gillen saw that as a chance for revenge.
Worse. He took advantage of the situation and tried to legally steal my claim to the family leadership. He used the Sven name to create Exodus and push the Otherworld reactor plan. All so that when he eventually came back to Olympias, he could claim the family mantle for himself.
He spent 20 years scheming from a whole other world?
Yep. Even I got to admire my uncle's persistence.
So if we hadn't stopped him,
I'd probably have been erased the moment his plan succeeded.
What about now? Are you gonna go back home?
You heard the ladies. There's no place for me there anymore. Besides, I've been a feral dog for too long now. I couldn't rejoin the noble elite.
Then...
You're all stuck with me.
Oh.
You could at least try to hide your disappointment.
Guys, he looks pretty angry. He's totally...
It has quite the conviction, wielding such power in its current state.
no, that is not conviction. It's merely hanging on to the bloodlust of war. We can only help by ending its misery.
Die! Whirling assault!
Please keep them away!
Cloud here! Right!
Right! Struggling! Open the covenant of darkness! Make sure! I can't go on.
Don't worry, I'm here with you. Okay.
Don't worry.
Cloud here! Go! Cloud here! Death now! Stop! Whirling assault! Onward! Spirit! Dry water! Stop! Whirling assault! Onward! Spirit! Extra element! Dragon! Shot!
Go!
Strike!
Don't worry.
Fall! Death now! Strike! Fall!
Protect me, okay? Gather the spirit strength. Elemental impulse.
Cloud here! Cloud here!
Dark visitors.
Now!
Protect me, okay? Okay. Spirit.
Seventh floor!
Here! Whirling assault!
Star.
Onward!
Spirit.
Extra element!
Open the darkness.
Fall! Cloud here! Go! Healer! Cloud here! Cloud here!
I'm all good. Okay.
Star! Whirling assault!
Floor
dance!
Bam!
Star! Whirling assault!
Okay.
Star! Whirling assault!
Right on point.
It's over! Spirit! Extra element!
Keep them away. Protect me, okay?
All right,
Turn the blade.
you ready?
Yes.
Death now!
Get him.
Cloud here! Cloud here! Death now!
No way. Better. Don't worry.
Star! Farewell! Onward! Spirit! Extra element! That was close.
So hungry I can't go on. Jude!
Jude, you're up.
Can we look before we leap? Less looking, more leaping.
Not so fast.
What now?
You really think we can beat Gaius and Muse like this?
Don't tell me you're getting cold feet.
I don't think that's what he's implying.
Do we need to take care of any business back in Riza Maxia?
We can go back?
Yes, we can probably return to Riza Maxia from the temporal crossroads.
Alvin has a point. We cannot expect help from anyone.
In other words, we must be fully prepared.
Right. We gotta think these things through. We're on our own after all.
Good point. Ready, everyone?
Last one in has to kiss Tipo. Hey, no fair.
I gotcha.
No need to worry. We're all bound for the same destination.
Guess we'll never get the knack for doing things as a group.
Hey, it's worked for us so far.
I guess you're right. Well, looks like we're up. What?
Hey, nice of you to join us. Either we ended up in a different place from last time, or it got a major remodel.
Gaius must have used Maxwell's power to alter things here. Where's Leia?
Where'd you go?
I found another breach like the one we came through.
Don't tell me you went in it.
I did. It leads to Riza Maxia, so that's the wrong way. Then Gaius and Muse must be that way.
This presents a dilemma. I assumed we would just be following the same path as last time.
At your age, Rowan, never assume things will be easy.
Well said. We have other dangers to contend with besides Gaius and Muse.
Better keep our guard up.
Let's go, everyone. Don't you think you should go home? Even just for a quick visit?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll do it.
And when Mila toots the horn, he climbs right on board.
No, that's not... I was planning to do it anyway.
Whatever.
Gaius has been busy keeping order in Rashagal ever since Noctigal died. I wonder what's going on back at his old castle in Canbalar.
You sure you don't need to stop by Nia Kara for anything?
Actually, it has been a while since I've shown my face around town. I wouldn't mind seeing how everyone's doing.
Well, when we have a chance, let's make the trip.
You don't want to pay Balin a visit?
Why? Are you hoping to hear one of his humiliating stories about my past?
The more you bring it up, the more curious we get.
What a crazy place! But that's okay!
We're used to it.
I could certainly eat.
Then why not come to my house? I'm sure my dad's cooked up something.
Okay.
Get him!
Try wind! Cloud here! Cloud here! Death knell!
Get him! Nurse! Get him! Are there more?
Rising!
Oh, God!
Onward! How unfortunate.
Please keep them away!
I do not have time to waste.